Hello, everyone. Yes, you do. What's your name?
Olivia. Her whole name?
So we're gonna go ahead and start this movie podcast. But
There's a what?
There said no water.
No, it's on the chair. The waters are on the chair.
Somebody said in the mini fridge.
I thought they were in the mini fridge. I guess we
William?
didn't put them in there.
No, they're not.
We're professional guys, I swear. We're professional, okay? I mean, we're not the best at it, but at least we try.
So we have two special guests here today. We have Dorie Brown and
Guys.
Olivia Lynes. Dorie just got us some
Hey.
waters. Thank you, Dorie. But William, you're not eating a banana. You're drinking water, okay? So this is going to be, I don't know.
An episode.
I guess the second episode of the underrated movie series
That's the plan, man.
we're doing. So it's just me, William, Dorie, and Olivia this time. Olivia is our artist. She made our logo, and there's some other art pieces that she has also made for the channel that I cannot wait to get up and out there. Got big plans for her.
He's putting the pressure on you live.
Yeah. It's good. We're gonna have hundreds of real brilliant drawings up. So not really.
Definitely. Because I'm not busy or anything. Yeah.
She just called you out.
Because she doesn't have a
She
life.
called you out, son.
So and then also we have Dorie Brown, who's my
Hello.
sister.
Hi guys.
Hey Dorie, and y'all know
Hi, I'm me.
I'm not important. I'm just his sister.
Yeah,
Y'all know
that's
Big-
her title.
y'all know
is-
Big Will.
Yeah, I'm William. Good to see you.
Dorie, can you want to be the official sister of the company?
Hi guys.
Sister to Sweet 4.
I'm the janitor. I clean the bathroom.
She's the other half of the janitor that was Drake that tried to scrape the popsicle juice out with a spoon.
Hey, he tried, man. Okay, he did his best.
Yeah, we'll try. That'll be funny. Okay, so so we're gonna talk about a few movies. For maybe some of you girls out there, we're gonna talk about a chick flick that I actually like. I watched it. I actually agree with them. I think it's an underrated film, and I actually think it's really good. So, and the two of you both brought up a movie by the name of You've Got Mail, starring Tom Hanks as the lead male actor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's start with some interesting facts about this movie. So, when did it come out? Do either of you guys know?
1998.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like a 2006 movie or something.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
1998.
Or 99.
So,
No.
We've done our research.
and yeah, this
guys.
movie isn't very popular, and it's also not very highly rated, which I like. I don't even like chick flicks, and I loved this movie. I thought it was really good. I really
But I
liked
wouldn't really call
She's
it a
right.
chick flick.
1998. She's
Wow.
got you, son.
Okay, well, cool.
Got you.
Now, what are the reviews on that? You got like a.
They're decent. It's 6.6 out of 7. I mean, 6.6 out of 10. IMDb.
Wow. That's a.
6.6. Yeah, I can't read today. I'm Jacob from Ethan.
I think it deserves.
Oh.
It deserves.
Sad.
Wow.
We love you, Jacob, if you ever listen.
Yeah, it deserves. I think it definitely deserves higher than that. So let's let's talk about why. So when did you guys first watch this movie?
Like last year. In the
Last
fall,
year?
probably.
So it's new. So it's newish. It's newish to all of us too.
I feel like I watched it like by myself, but then like it got brought back up when we watched it as a family.
Yeah.
When did you guys hear about it, or where? And
She told me about it.
Yeah, my mom, she just decided that we would watch that movie for the night. Because she had seen it before.
oh, this looks cool.
She had seen it before, and she really liked it. So we watched
every
it
time,
and loved it. So.
every time I've tried to do that, I always find terrible movies. Like when I'm just like random movies. Oh, cool.
Really, I find really good movies.
I found like that movie called The Witches. That was like a children's book,
I've seen that. It's amazing.
and I watched that movie.
Oh, it's
And
a
then-
Roald doll.
And then there wasn't. No, it was just weird. It was badly made. And then I watched another movie called Curly Sue.
I've
Do you
seen
remember that
one.
movie?
I haven't seen it, but
Curly
I've
Sue?
like seen.
That movie was weird. Anyway,
heard
just
of it.
anytime I've like tried to just look through random movies online, they just never
Yeah.
turn out to be good. So anyway, why do you? I already know why I think this is underrated. So why do you guys particularly? Well, first give us like a synopsis. What's this movie about, without spoiling anything?
I've never seen it, so
Mhm.
shoot your shot.
Wait, how do you mean not spoil it?
Don't say the ending.
Tell us what. Don't tell us how it ends. Just tell us what the plot is. You can tell us what the turning point is and all that kind of stuff. Just tell us about the movie.
Okay.
Some funny scenes.
So it's basically about these two people. They message each other online
They both have a boyfriend.
Right around when
Yeah.
like
They
right around
have partners.
right around when email was becoming a big thing, like the digital messaging age.
Oh, this sounds
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I actually like it.
It is cool though.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at, because it's cool because it's like a romance right like when the digital age first
started 1998.
So
yeah.
it was really cool. Anyway, continue.
And they don't know who each other really are.
Mhm.
Just that
They're both
They
dating
just
someone,
met-
as you
yeah.
said as well.
Yeah.
What
they
could go
just
wrong?
message each other about random things that they like and stuff.
They both click.
They say that they can never share anything like about their real lives.
Mm-hmm.
That was
And
their rule.
in reality, the girl, Kathleen Kelly, she owns a bookstore, like a small bookstore, the shop around the corner. And the other guy, he works or is the owner of the big chain bookstore
Like a huge
that's
like
coming in near
Barnes
Right
and,
next to
area.
Barnes and Noble spoof kind of thing.
Oh,
They don't
Yeah,
know that.
it's
Her
technically-
competition.
Like massive.
It's
So they
called
like each
Fox.
other on the internet.
What's it called? The
Yeah.
Fox?
Fox Books.
Fox Books?
Or something.
Something like that.
They like each other on the internet, but in reality, they like hate each other.
And they don't. And
Or
if
she
I
hates
and if I
him.
remember correctly, they don't know who the other person is.
No.
Yeah.
So in
no.
real life, they're like enemies, and then they go home and they email each other about how crappy their day was because of this person that was like,
And it was each other.
and it was
Yeah.
each other.
I want to see this
And yet
movie.
they're so
really
understanding
good,
to each
that's
other.
what
It's
we're
it's
saying.
very it's so underrated. It's very good.
Well, I've never heard of this.
It's hilarious. I don't know. That's why we're talking about it here. People,
Yep.
go watch this movie. Keep
It's
going.
really good.
So what
ahead.
what happens, Olivia?
I don't know how far you want me to go. 'Cause
Well,
he said
go
this
far.
word.
Don't end it. though.
Yeah, leave me
He
something to
helps
watch.
her. He helps her to become more confident because whenever they meet up, he's really snarky to her.
Mm-hmm.
He gives
She
her,
doesn't
he
know how
gives
to
her
reply.
advice because she says like, this guy is really mean, like
Right.
I don't know what to do, and he gives her really good advice, and she goes against him.
Right.
Yep.
And there's also there's the problem that arises. I remember, I think one of the things I thought was interesting is like, they brought in pricing. Like, I think, wasn't his books cheaper?
Yeah.
Like, his whole thing was cheaper. And that was that whole thing about like how big businesses can crush the small businesses because they can sell their stuff for
Yeah.
cheaper. I haven't seen that in a lot of movies. Like it, I mean, like usually
It's just
they
reality.
don't go to something like that.
Killing the mom and pop
They don't really
shops.
care. But it's like, so it's like she had her bookstore had a lot of history,
Her
but
mom
people
had owned it.
people weren't just going. People didn't just stop going to it because like there was a bigger and better bookstore that they went there because it was cheaper. And that's just a reality. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just cheaper to get the same books at this place, but she couldn't afford to bring her prices down
Right.
because otherwise she was going to make nothing. And I thought that was an interesting little like
Big
conflict
business, yeah.
conflict in there that was really cool. But of course, Tom Hanks is always a win. And she was also, I haven't seen her in too
Yeah,
many
she's
movies before,
really
but
good.
she was really good too.
She's played with him in 2 other movies
Yeah.
as the main.
And also, it's a chick flick where it's not like Prince Charming.
We were trying
And-
to explain to him how it was a chick flick, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
your
It's more of a
ordinary
drama.
chick
It's
flick.
not Prince.
A
It's
romance
not.
drama, it
It's
sounds
not
like.
Prince Charming and
real
Snow White.
reality.
Like they're. I mean, they look good, but they're not like kings and
They're not
queens.
the
You know what I'm saying?
hottest people
No,
out there.
and they're not young either. They're not a
No.
young couple. They're like in their 30s or 40s, which is also
I don't think they're in their 40s.
which is also catches my interest more because I'm like, you're looking at all the hot chick flicks of the day and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
13-year-olds, and I'm like, no, like, give me like a real story. Yeah, probably shouldn't have said 13. Dude,
Like
honestly, like the Disney Channel,
watched those.
Like an FBI open up.
the Disney Channel, man, those kids are young. Okay, they're too
Yes.
young to be just.
Well, most of them are actors at the same time. I mean, we are actors ourselves, Elijah.
Yes, but we're legal.
You're legal? What do you mean?
We're
you're
18.
legal?
Well,
And we're moving on because they ignoring and beep. Okay, so back to why should we watch this film?
yeah.
I have the sound effects for the evening. Nice. So
Cricket.
Why?
It's time
Cricket,
for
cricket,
the next segment.
cricket.
Cricket.
so
Guys, I can roar. Lion!
so is there? Is,
Cat.
yes, Dorie. That was, good job, Dorie. You almost said words. So,
She almost sat your face in the candle.
is there anything you didn't like about the film? Bringing this back full circle.
It took me a little while to get into it at first when I first watched it
Same here.
because
Yeah.
it was different. I'm so used to like the chick flickety chick flicks.
Okay, what? Okay, I just gotta know. In your opinion, what is a chick flick flick?
Yeah, what's the norm? That's a good question.
I would say.
Chick flick a what?
She said. I just copied her, man. I don't know.
Okay. What's your? I was really hoping Dorie was gonna get hysterical on the podcast.
No!
I wish people could see this.
Okay. Okay, so stop. Okay, so I would say a normal chick flick is
Chickadee flick.
That's what she said.
Basically, let's bring up a movie like what was that? Letters to Juliet. Was the
yeah.
movie? That's a chick flick I don't like. 'Cause
No, so like all chick flicks have the same like what's it called?
They have the
Like,
same
plot.
idea,
Like
yeah.
they all have like that one part that makes you mad.
That's
They
right.
all
That's
have,
what you
like-
guys want to talk about. What you guys said about. You guys were talking to me about this earlier. What you guys said about how it ended.
Don't spoil nothing.
Could you guys say that point without really spoiling too much? What was it like? Let's say this.
It's realistic.
It's realistic. Yes. It didn't.
Oh,
that's
it's
what we
not
can
one of
say.
those fairy tale
That's what we can say.
endings.
No. That's
Okay.
that's what we can
It
say.
That's a
ends
good way to say
happily,
it.
but not
Yes.
perfectly.
It ends happily.
So,
It
in
ends
reality-
realistically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's-
gosh, that's perfect.
It's not like they get. It's not like they both get everything and their dreams come true. It's like no, reality happens and they have to face
They
the
have to
realities.
compromise.
They have to compromise.
Well, he's big business and she's mom and pop shop, and what could go wrong?
Exactly. So stuff happens and they have to deal with it, but they work with each other through that, and that's really cool. Honestly, like the ending segments is my favorite. William, you keep doing that. What the audience can't see, I wish we had cameras. William's just sitting there with his eyebrows going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up,
and
down.
you also keep giving me mean looks.
I didn't look at you once.
You just looked at me. You were like, nobody can see that, but
Yeah, what that supposed to, just put up a picture of a random face just staring out
But yeah, it's
into the distance.
It's a good. It's fun, and I like it. And yeah, I think honestly, like, just all of the scenes where they're talking to each other, especially when one or the other figures out like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously that has to happen. You know.
They do figure it out.
Well, they talk about like I'm not gonna say like they straight up figure it out because it's not exactly how it works, but like emails start matching up with what they're saying to each other.
Right,
So it's
because
like
that makes sense.
they start to get suspicious, and those
Well-
scenes are honestly so creative and funny. Like I just what were we gonna say?
Well, the guy figures it out earlier.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Actually, because he like meets
I was
her.
trying not to say that.
Spoiler alert!
Okay.
Well, I'll make
teasing
sure to
you.
watch that part of the film and remember.
wait,
review.
watch it. It's on Amazon Prime.
Good. So if you
Is
have
it?
Amazon Prime
Is
out
it
there,
actually? Well, great.
Wait,
That's
So
William?
information you can know.
William,
well, if you have
movie night.
Amazon Prime, I suggest you go watch this film.
I don't know. What was the movie you told me was on Netflix that it wasn't? You were like, "Hey, Treasure Planet's on Netflix," and I was like, "You are lying."
I know because I looked on Netflix.
And I looked
Wait,
on
no,
Netflix
did
and
they
it
take it
wasn't
off?
there. It was never there, William.
I swear it used to be.
Wait, we're looking it up.
It's not there
It
anymore.
used to
Is
be.
it on
I was so
Amazon?
upset.
I don't remember.
I was
used to
too. I
watch
was
it
like,
on
I was
there.
like, really? And I just trusted you because I trust you.
Yeah, I trust
And so
you
I went
too.
on Netflix and I was like, it's not there.
When did they take it off? Well, maybe when Disney took off all their, is starting to take
There's
off all their
still
big
stuff
stuff.
on Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
they
starting
still
to.
have.
Well, fun fact: Disney's starting to take a lot of their stuff off of Netflix because they're opening up Disney Plus.
They're not taking
They're
it
I
all
know.
streaming stuff.
They're canceling stuff right
Oh,
now,
yeah, but they're also taking off some of the older shows and
which is really
movies
sad
and-
because like Daredevil is over,
Wah, wah.
or is it?
The world may never know.
I don't know. I'm kind of happy with the way it ended.
Get Disney Plus and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, Daredevil, they said all those shows are going to stay on Netflix. So you can still watch them.
Oh, that's kind of them.
Which
for
is
not
good.
ripping out your soul.
Yeah, which is good because I will definitely be watching Daredevil again. That was a fantastic show, but it's not underrated, so we don't have to talk about it because that
Yeah,
movie's
how did that?
that
get
show
on?
is very, very highly rated and it deserves it. So that's
Back
good.
to talking about.
You've got mail.
You've got. I just realized why it's called You've
You've
Got Mail.
Yeah,
The email
that's
thing.
also
You've
yeah
got
because
mail.
that's what it used to say. You've got mail.
Yeah, You've Got Mail.
We're all way too young to be talking about this because none of us were born
I'm proud
before
of myself for knowing when
1998,
that
which is funny.
was.
But
I just kind of get.
That is true. We all were around.
No,
when
I remember.
the-
You
I
put
remember
in
the old email. I remember the
1999,
old
And I was like,
icon.
I
Yeah.
remember seeing an 8, so I was like, no.
does anybody remember the butler that came across
Yes.
with the mail thing? He held
Oh
the
my
letter,
God.
and he went, you have mail.
Yes, I remember.
And he
that,
went, sir
actually.
or ma'am, depending on which
Right,
one you were.
which you
Yeah.
Yeah.
clicked. Did you ever see the little paperclip guy that pop up
Yes,
on your editing
yes,
stuff?
I remember that.
He was the most annoying.
It was terrible. I liked him, but she was like, and then when you'd click on him and he'd just walk away. I think the cool thing about him was is that it didn't matter. I mean, that guy was like hot wired over every program. It didn't matter what program you were playing. That thing would come. He would walk across the screen.
He was gone.
And then you click him and he's like, Thank you. Like, you'd be watching a movie, anything. There he is.
Butlers everywhere.
Yeah. But that was cool because, like, the movie's like, you've got mail, and then it says, like, you've got mail.
I just got that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm guessing it's M-A-I-L
No, but
or
they,
M-A-L-E?
M-A-I-L.
What?
Mail? M-A-L-E.
Like
Why would
ma-
it be M-A-L-E?
Because if it's a
You've
chick
got a
flick,
mail.
if it's a chick flick, I mean, you've got a mail.
The
Like,
sequel, you've got female.
Just F-E-M-A-I-L. Just
Spell it like male.
mail, just completely mess things up.
Oh, that would. Yeah.
Yeah, coming out 2020, it's where they do it over text this time and emojis. What could go wrong that time?
But it brings up a good point. It was an interesting movie. I feel like we're talking about this more than you guys are, but
I've never seen the film. I'm speculating.
It was really cool because it's when the digital age first started, and it was cool because they were so excited to be able to talk to each other like that, and it's like it's so normal to do that now. We take it for granted, but like back then, it's like you got an email and it was like exciting. I have
5,000 emails.
Yeah, I have
I have-
4,400 emails. I don't care. I don't give a rip about any of them either. They're all junk.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's how many unread emails you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how many I
You
have.
break my soul. That's a lot of
I
unread
have
emails.
5,000.
Yeah, she has 5,000 unread emails.
But it's
I
because I,
think I
get
have-
my dad's too for some reason.
I don't
That's
think I
amazing.
have any unread emails, simply because I have to keep up with school and things around here.
You've got mail.
Yeah. I
You
get
get
a lot
that,
of emails.
You get that
but-
icon, you read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
No.
it pops up, click.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was just cool to see a movie set like from that, because obviously you couldn't make that movie today.
Oh, no.
It was a time restricted movie. If you tried to make it again, or tried to make it like a movie about like
Texting.
or calling, it wouldn't
There
be the
are
same.
Anonymous
movies about
vo-
that, and it's
chats.
stupid.
Yeah.
They
So
just
it's
don't
like
work.
it's a movie that only worked for that time, and it'll never work again unless they
Leave
make
it to
some
Tom
other.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Good job, Woody.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Have you seen Toy Story 3?
not
I mean,
To-
4.
Toy Story 4, not yet. We're not talking about that.
William!
I
Okay,
am
we're
actually going to
going
go
off
see it in
topic, I'm sorry.
Orlando.
We are
itself,
we
so-
are actually going
Okay,
we are
that's
going to talk
fine.
about that though. Olivia, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
Nope.
Okay, you guys are coming to see it with us. We're gonna go watch it again. So
maybe one day we will talk about that movie.
yeah, we will definitely be.
Also, yesterday,
because
possibly.
I have some things to.
Yesterday? Oh, the movie. Every time you say yesterday,
That opened tonight and I missed it.
It's okay.
he was telling me, he's like, did Elijah see a movie yesterday?
Yeah, I thought you were already gone.
I was
like,
trying, but I just.
Wait, were you saying did he see the movie yesterday? Like
No, the name of the
movie.
movie was yesterday.
You have to
Yeah,
put it
I
in
know.
quotation marks.
Why would you put it in quotation
He
marks? I went,
literally-
For people like
I
her.
went,
He
did
said
you
it
go
to me, he's
see
like, did
the
you go-
movie yesterday, or did you go see yesterday? I'm like, what kind of context?
You said
Did you go see yesterday?
You said, did you go see the movie? You told me?
Words.
You told me, or you asked me if Elijah had seen the movie yesterday, and I said, "What movie?" And he said, and you were like, "The movie about the Beatles." Like you didn't even.
The band's
say.
not the bug.
You just,
Just for all you out there.
No, but
The
like,
Beatles, quotation
I
marks.
I always forget that it's called Yesterday. So I don't. It doesn't.
After their
click in my
famous song,
head.
Tomorrow. No. Yes. Yesterday.
Tonight. Gotcha.
Tomorrow.
Please don't go to tomorrow. We did that show. It's over with.
Yeah, that was a good
We
show,
we
yeah.
did that, but
You
going
did
back,
it. You were only there for 4 rehearsals.
and it was great too because I didn't have to show up all the time.
Oh, that was funny.
But hey, you did a good job.
Thank
But
you. I tried.
You did.
Uh,
Okay, we're going.
I played.
So off
I played
topic.
Annie.
yes, our own Elijah played Little Miss Annie. We dyed his hair red and we cut off his legs.
I was like, he cut off his what? I was like, what did we cut off?
Legs, legs, Elijah.
Guys,
My
I
arms?
just took a drink of water and I was just spitting it out everywhere.
Oh gosh.
So going back to underrated films.
Yes, William.
Yes.
So okay, well, real quick.
that was-
Anything else you guys want to say? Like, plug it in, or say like, hey, you guys should go watch this movie. It's good, or any last words, something.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
That's not creepy.
Well, then what do you say?
It was
final
really
things.
good. One of my favorites.
You guys have any other notes
So-
on it that you'd like to share? I know you guys had some stuff prepared. You were like more professional than we were about this.
I
No,
knew-
we
I
only
knew
had
what
that
I
one
knew what
point
was
about it being
made.
realistic prepared.
That's true. That was a good point.
And the actors' names and the characters' names. That
That's
was
true.
it.
Y'all answered my questions very well. What are the characters' names, by the way? What's his name?
The guy is Joe Fox, and
Yeah.
then the
And
girl
Right,
is
after Fox.
Kathleen Kelly. Or
Oh,
Catherine.
I forgot about that
No,
whole
it's
thing about his family, like how weird and messed up it was.
Yes.
That was also
That
really
part
that was hilarious.
Messes my head.
And it messed with your head.
Messes my
Yeah,
head.
He's
William's like,
"We're a
I don't know what
true
you're talking
American
about.
family. So weird.
Yeah, the true
I
American.
haven't seen it
think,
yet.
Yeah, true American family. Think about it. Yeah, that's what it was. It was hilarious.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm just
nothing's
thinking about it
happening.
now. Like his what was it?
Does he
His
have a
aunt.
dog?
His aunt. He babysits his aunt and uncle.
No, his aunt and brother.
His aunt and brother.
He
He
babysits his aunt and brother.
Yes, they're like 4 and 3.
No,
something.
they're
It was
older
like
than that.
9
It was
and
like
4.
Oh, okay, 9 and 4. Yeah, okay, something like that.
4.
That.
Yeah, the boy was
It
4.
9
Yeah,
and
watch the movie. It's
The
hilarious.
boy was 4.
Okay,
Watch
so
it. Watch it.
William
Yeah.
William has a movie now. That
I
he
do
would-
have a movie
that he
now.
would like to discuss. I saw this movie when I was very young, and I hardly remember anything about it. But I do remember, like, years later after I'd watched it, like, wondering where it was, because I didn't see it anywhere. It was never talked about, and like you can't find it anywhere either. It's an underrated film. So William,
It is a 2003 movie called Brother Bear.
Brother Bear.
Some of you might know it. It's yes, Dorie?
Same with him. I saw it when I was little, but I don't really remember.
We watched it when you were like, wait, were you even born?
It came out 2003, so
I was born in 2003.
So if you remember that, that's amazing.
No, but I remember watching it.
You
Or
do?
reading the books.
Oh, you
Those
read the
books
books.
are my favorite.
Brother Bear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot there were books about it.
So Brother Bear is a great tale. I actually have good, strong memories with this movie simply because.
Good. Remind me what it's about.
Okay, so basically, there's this guy named Kenai, and in this little Kenai,
Kenai.
Kenai,
Cool.
they're Native American
Like
Indian.
keen eye,
Yeah, no, it's like Kenia, something like that.
but he has a keen eye. I bet.
Well, his brother actually has the symbol of the eagle for his eyesight,
That's right.
which is ironic.
I remember the symbols.
Right.
I remember
that was the whole thing.
That was a really big part of the movie.
In this tribe of I don't know what kind of people there are. It says
Shawnee-Shees.
I
something.
think it's Inuit. Inuit tribe is the actual term. Elijah, you
Inuit?
piece of crap. No. Inuit, yeah. And that nice shades. So in this tribe,
Wearing sunglasses, the candlelight's blinding her.
the candlelight is out. What? It's back. Okay.
It's a miracle.
That was like let there be light backwards. Like the candle is out. Woo!
So
It's because of the wax. Here,
in
let me
this
fix
tribe, every symbol of an animal represents something. And Kenai's older brother gets one of an eagle, and he's kind of jealous of his older brothers and stuff because he gets a bear. And a bear is kind of like this lovable, huggy creature seen to them.
this. That's right.
Which doesn't make sense because, if you've seen a bear, they're big, vicious,
But they
apex
like.
predators.
But they like the bear.
Right, they think bears are so cute. I don't know why. I don't know.
I think bears are cute.
So,
Cubs are cute.
Teddy
Yeah.
bears.
I like
Unless there's some
the
mother
Cubs.
there.
Teddy bears after Teddy Roosevelt.
I feel like I'm not
moving
talking
on.
loud enough.
And so
Now
it
you're
goes
being fun.
through, and he kills this mother bear, which is against like everything in their
Oh my
tribe.
gosh, I forgot. Like this
It's-
movie was
it's-
intense.
It's dark. At the beginning, he
Baby.
kills this mother bear, and it's this huge battle. His brother dies because of it. His brother comes back as a spirit animal, and these spirits basically punish him by turning him into a bear himself.
That's right.
It's
That's how it started.
yeah,
Really?
and this
I don't remember
this
any
came
of
before
this.
Brave came out by like 15 years. So take that, Brave.
Yeah, and just think about like what the Disney stories were, like princess, happy endings, a sad origin story, but all good. And then you have a movie like that. First of all, deals with history, and then goes into like religion, and then takes like a murderous turn.
Which is
like
even-
that's a rare. These are some rare themes. You know what I'm saying, for Disney specifically.
What's really dark is that this mom, after he can now once he's turned into a bear, he can speak bear, but
Right.
he can't speak human. And he finds his little cub, and he realizes that he killed the mom of this cub, and the cub does not realize this until the very end of the movie.
Oh my gosh!
And there's that whole build-up because we obviously know
right.
because mother bears are one of the most protected species. So
They are?
Dang.
I didn't know
they
Oh,
that.
yeah.
are. They're one of the most
Yep.
protective species behind
Dorie's trying to put her
behind
sweater on.
elephants. Actually, they're behind elephants.
What do you mean behind elephants?
In protectiveness of the mothers.
I mean,
Yeah.
like below
Like
elephants?
elephants are more protective.
And like a
than
scale of like 0,
It's like
1, 2.
they're behind elephants, just always.
Like
They're
elephants.
constantly behind
Elephants
elephants.
are like number 1.
Every ti-
Surprisingly, humans
every-
are not up there.
Everywhere you see an elephant, there's a mother bear close behind.
It's in the plains of the savannah. Here comes the bear.
They travel in pack. They were like, the scientists were really excited. They were like, we've been trying to find the mother bear for years. The elephants start coming like,
You see them.
this is it!
So it's a really great film. It's not that well known by, I guess, generations these days, sadly. It kind of got pushed out. You know,
The
animation.
books are more famous than the movie.
Yeah, the books are more famous. I will say though, me and my sister watched this film so often that we burned out the DVD.
Oh my god, I was about to ask you. I was like, do you
Jeez.
have that DVD? I was like, I want to.
I
wanna
have
watch
it. We got another copy.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah, we can watch
Wait,
it
can
totally.
we have a marathon of You've Got Mail and Brother Bear?
Movie nights.
We can do that
Oh heck
at
yeah!
some point.
Got the TV, we got the projector, we got all kinds of crazy crap.
So has everyone here seen Brother Bear?
Nope, I have not.
Okay, she's
I
gotta watch it.
really
with us.
need to watch it again.
It's really
want
good.
to.
It's intense, and it's a very good story of family finding oneself and understanding what you have. Because his gift was being kind, he rejected it, and it literally, bit him in the end.
That's so
and
cool, like-
he learned to accept it.
Like the story of rejecting a gift. Like
Yeah.
all the other movies are about you finding your gift.
He straight up rejected
And then
it.
this is like
That's
you have
crazy.
it, and then you like reject it. Like that's
Well, his brothers were wisdom and strength, power, charisma,
And he's
and then
bear.
he's got love. So that's how it was.
and
Literally
the only
described
way
to
for
him
him to learn it
was
was through
be forced to love
him befriending
a
the
cub.
a cub whose
Like a
mother
li-
he
like a
killed.
little brother,
whose
brother
mother,
bear.
whose mother he killed.
I swear. And the thing is,
Is that why it's called Brother Bear?
yes, and that's the thing though. He didn't when he was given the gift of love. He thought, like flowers, romance, all this stuff. A young male's like, really, this is pathetic. I want strength, power. But it was
Wait,
really.
Why is it called Brother Bear? I'm sorry. I missed it. I
Hey,
missed it.
okay, she wasn't listening.
He
No, I
he
missed
turns
it.
into a bear and he befriends a little cub and he becomes his brother, thus Brother Bear. Yeah.
Gracias.
Ta-da!
It's really good. It's not that well known. I just feel like it's one of those classics in my opinion that just won't go away. But it's not as popular anymore. It kind of fell out of the limelight. I will say they made a Brother Bear 2. It's not nearly as good in my opinion.
That's right. I remember that.
They
Wasn't
have that on Netflix.
Was
they
there?
used to.
Yeah, the second
No.
one's on Netflix because the second one's bad, but the first one's not on there because good job Netflix putting the second one, not the first one.
Netflix.
Netflix? You know why they do that though,
So you have to buy the first one?
or rent it? Yeah.
Yeah, which is... I'm already paying my subscription to Netflix. Just give me the movies I want.
Yeah, I know.
It's,
Welcome to Netflix.
Elijah,
You'll forget you
I
have
want
it.
us to get Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah, Disney owns Hulu now.
Well, there's no point in that then. Just wait for Disney Plus. I'm just gonna wait for Disney Plus to come out, take over all the other companies,
When is that?
and then.
Oh, it's mine.
I mean, honestly, I'm curious to see. It's gonna be it's Amazon, and it's just like Will said earlier, not you, the other Will.
Will Enfield.
Yeah,
I called you up on him.
it's just like he said earlier. It's just like Disney and Amazon are literally like, because Disney's buying everything else, but Amazon is like
Well,
still
Disney owns
running
ESPN,
high.
ABC. They're thinking about... Now, this is what I've heard.
But what
They're
I'm saying
thinking
is, it's
about
like
buying
all
a
the,
basketball team.
all the other companies.
Orlando Magic.
Oh my gosh,
Because really, they already have
that's billions of dollars.
Not billions.
Is it? I thought it was.
The Orlando Magic? Maybe for the
Oh,
state.
I'm thinking of a different team.
Is that
No,
in the movie?
no, it's a basketball team.
Oh.
But it's already called
I-
the Magic
you know-
Stadium,
no.
and then they wear Mickey Mouse emblems
Oh my
on their
God.
Oh,
uniforms.
so that's why they want to buy it.
No, because Disney let them do it, and they're basically they're the Orlando Magic. How
Yeah.
cool would it be if it was the Disney Orlando Magic?
That would be cool, actually.
They're probably gonna buy them. If I had to guess, I'm calling it now. So when you watch this and like whenever, and they already did it, you know I was right. But Disney and Amazon,
Yeah.
they're big companies.
So, but like what I'm trying to say
Makes
is
you
like
feel small, doesn't it?
all the other companies had something to gain from Disney buying them.
Oh,
Lucasfilm. That guy's making so much money right now, and even if he's not getting any of the shares anymore, what did he make off of like billions of dollars or something like that from the company being bought? Same with Fox, same with Sony. All the deals that they made, they're making so much money right now off of like the sharing of the rights. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
There's so many companies that have things to gain from partnering with Disney,
Disney's unstoppable.
except for Amazon.
Right, because they're a shipping company.
Well, it's not just that.
It's
Their
Amazon
shows,
Prime.
they're making so many shows, and they are in line with BBC, the British
Broadcasting
television,
system.
which has nothing to do with Disney and probably never will. And like,
Well, British Broadcasting Channel.
so they've got all of that going for them. I think they're the only company that's not ever going to need Disney.
And they own the Washington Post.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's nice.
Amazon has a lot of stuff. They also have the rights to Middle
He's
Earth
the richest
now.
man on
Right.
Earth.
Yeah,
People love
Not
that.
in history, but on
Still.
Earth.
they also own the rights to Middle Earth now. Amazon does. That's a big deal. Because that's a huge.
They don't include the Queen though, which makes me mad.
Huh.
And what?
In like reigns of wealth, they don't include certain monarchs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like the Queen of England.
Well, because she was born into royalty though. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but at the same time, she owns 1/6 of all land on Earth.
That still baffles me.
Yeah, 1/6. Think about that. All Canada, Australia, the UK. She's technically the legal landowner of all of that as the Queen. Welcome. That's your history lesson of the day. I'm that nerd. So
Yeah. Okay, Brother Bear.
Brother Bear, amazing film.
You've got mail?
Family friendly. I suggest watching it. I think y'all would enjoy it. It'll be fun.
All right, great. We're gonna have to go find these movies at. I'll have to go find them at Half Price Books.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Blu-rays or something. Yeah, we should be. I'm gonna talk to them.
Wait, can you actually
Call us.
people?
If you want to be sponsored by us, we'd be happy to have any sponsors. Just contact us.
Sponsored by us.
No, like you know what I mean. If you would like to,
If you would like to be,
sponsor us.
if you would like to be sponsored by us with all $0 that we have,
We're not at $0. We're not at negative something.
we'd be
dollars at
happy
this
to
point,
share full 100% of all our earnings.
which is 0%.
So,
If you would like to become a sponsor, please contact one of us. I'm assuming we have some of our information out there somewhere.
yeah, we have our email, our Gmail. or something.
Yeah, well,
Email.
it's in the description down below. Elijah will put it there.
That's not what it was. Yeah, we'll put our contacts in the
yeah, we
bottom or
have
something.
our Gmail.
You got mail.
We have a Nob Hockers Gmail, I think. No. That was for the other podcast. No. I need to make a Nob Hockers Gmail.
We'll hopefully make.
Oh wait,
that
we
before
have
you-
one, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
under,
we have one.
it's under my name though.
That's fine.
It has my name in it.
It says Nob Hockers and your name.
No, it's just,
So was it Elijah Nob Hockers?
it's Elijah. It's Elijah T Brown 101220@gmail.com.
Now everyone knows your email.
That's just the Nob Hockers Gmail. I don't care. That's
Okay,
like
why
that's
don't
all
you-
going to a
Why
junk
don't you
box
make
right
it
now.
like knobhockers@gmail.com.
Well, because I wasn't thinking about that when I
Well,
made
make
it.
it.
I will.
Before this podcast airs, you need to make it.
I thought you said before it ends. Like I'm gonna do it
too.
right now.
Right now.
No, I'm not
the
gonna
next
do that.
30 seconds, because
Okay.
we don't have that much time left.
We got time.
Yeah, true, but I don't know.
We have,
I don't know. We're kind of...
are you
Okay.
blind,
Yes.
sir? Sir?
I'm legally blind. No, okay.
So go find Brother Bear somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
The thing that sucks about like talking about underrated films is like half the movies we've talked about like are really hard to find.
Oh, yeah.
Like I spent several days in like Lexington looking for just these random films because obviously yeah you can get them on Amazon if you want to pay the full like
Why
brand new
don't you?
price, but sometimes I don't really feel like doing that. I'm like I'd rather go to Walmart or Half Price Books or some
But
other
you've
movie
got
store and be
mails
able to
on
find
Amazon
them.
Prime, so you
But
don't
you've got
gotta
mails on
find
Amazon
it.
Prime, so that one will
Which
be
is
easy to
nice.
find. So go watch that.
Watch it tonight.
Watch it tonight.
Yeah,
Yep.
watch it tonight.
It's
Okay.
all-
And then
okay. I'll see
we'll
about
make
that.
a group chat and you tell us what you think.
I'm going to talk about.
Snooper?
I'm gonna
Yes.
talk. It's my turn now.
Yeah,
I'm
what's
kidding.
your film?
Yeah, I really want to know.
I'm gonna talk
Is it
about.
something we can talk about?
Yes, I think it's two. I think I watched it with you two, and I don't know if you've seen it. Okay, so I don't know if this is really underrated. It's kind of on a teeter-totter as far as like underrated and how much money it made and whether it was good or bad. It's kind of back and forth. So agree or disagree. So we all know who Sherlock Holmes is, obviously.
Yeah, the Great Detective.
So the more famous one is probably the BBC show, the
haven't
one
seen any of the
starring Benedict
Sherlock
Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman.
I think the books are the most famous.
I'm talking about the movies and shows. Yes,
Of course.
yes, William. The books that all of us have read.
That's so snarky. Oh my gosh.
Just, but
And then you laughed really loud.
I love the show, and I'm not here to debate whether the movies or the show is better, but I want to talk about the movies.
I haven't seen
Starring Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. Olivia's over here just like...
Discombobulate. Discombobulate.
Lied.
Discombobulate. Yeah,
Discombobulate.
yeah. Okay, so you've seen these.
it. You
clips.
watched them
I haven't
all
actually seen the
without
whole
me,
thing.
and I'm mad at you.
You've seen them.
No, I haven't.
The
I've
movies?
seen the memes, Elijah.
You watched them when
We
we
watched
were
them
at the beach.
I wasn't there.
Oh.
Wow.
Was she
Sorry.
not
I mean,
at
if
the
I was
beach?
there, I was at the beach. But
We
like,
watched
I
it
was
with
probably doing
Julia
something-
and Evelyn
yeah,
and-
I was doing something else.
Really? I thought
that's-
you were there.
That's your fault.
I mean, I watched part of it, but I didn't watch like.
I haven't seen it either. I've just seen the memes and clips of it, man.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
in
This
my
is gonna be
okay, well
Olivia
that's
and
okay. That's okay.
Elijah's-
All right.
We
In
can
my
forgot some of
in my Olivia can help me out with this. In my opinion, they are excellent films. Are they book accurate? Not really.
Probably not.
No, I wouldn't say so at all. I think, like, after Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman took the world by storm with their brilliant adaptation, these movies kind of fell underground, and nobody really cared about them, you know what I'm saying? But I have to say, Robert Downey Jr.'s performance as Sherlock Holmes is highly underrated. Olivia, tell the audience what you're doing. You can't see the okay.
I was
symbol
letting
being-
you
I'm
talk.
kidding.
I wouldn't interrupt you.
Olivia's like, make okay symbol to make it. You see that, right? You see that okay symbol?
Because the mic has eyes.
Yeah.
More than okay.
It's like,
It's
we can
amazing.
see it.
Like the trees can speak.
What?
You don't get the reference? Please?
What? Is that from Lord of the Rings?
No, that's from the Vietnam War.
Um,
That's propaganda. You never heard that? The trees
No.
can speak?
I've heard if the walls could talk, they'd say really bad things about that
The
guy.
hills have eyes.
Yeah.
Now that's from a movie.
I have not heard The Hills Have Eyes either. Is that from Lord of the Rings as
I'm
well?
gonna jump. No, not everything's from the Lord of the Rings.
You're gonna jump where, William?
Over the couch.
Over the couch?
Yeah, just
and into the.
Into the table.
Yeah.
Full of candles.
what could go wrong?
Okay.
There's a fire at the office today. A man jumped over a couch and ignited himself on fire.
And also, I love Jude Law. Jude Law is fantastic.
Wait, is that the guy from
He's
Lord of
also
the Rings?
underrated
I haven't
actor.
heard this type
No.
of law. Is it like business law?
Jude
or criminal law?
Oh my.
No, is
It's
that
all
the
Smack me.
It's Beatles Law, Jude Law, Hey Jude Law. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That was good. Okay, I'll give you that.
Elijah?
or,
Is it the guy from Lord
Grayson,
of the Rings?
insert rim shot here.
That's why we can't have a hot wax.
That felt so weird. Now my
Yeah.
hand is stiff with wax.
We have live candles. Live candles.
Not anymore.
Oh, this one's still going.
Just to feel the, just to get the, just to get the
Why,
mood
Elijah?
going.
Why'd you?
We gotta fix this.
At least it didn't burn me.
We have candles for the
Why are you
lighting. I'm
dumping
gonna
it?
scrape it off. Don't worry. I'm
Yo,
trying to get it.
I was scared before her. Spilled on
Alright, hold on. Everybody listen. This is gonna sound. Everybody, shh. This is gonna sound really good.
For you.
Ready,
Yeah,
guys?
I know.
Ready.
Oh.
Oh!
Really?
Go light the candle. Alright, there we go. Now we got light again. Everybody calm down.
So now, man, you look.
You literally have wax all over your arm.
I'm melting.
Look at this peeling, melting. She's melting.
This is terrifying. Olivia is just like I'm
Really
ripping my skin off.
satisfying.
Don't get sunburns.
It didn't burn me. I thought it was.
Well, that's
going
good.
Hot wax shouldn't burn.
To.
What are you talking about, William?
That was
Dude.
a lie.
No, like hot wax on clothes like this. People like drip
Dorie,
themselves on them all
that
the
was a
time.
lie.
You never had that done?
I do it all the time, but like
hot wax
it can
from
still
like this.
burn. If, like,
Well, yeah, if you're like really hot, but not out of these little bitty candles.
not if you're really hot. If the candle's really hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fire is hot.
Fire,
I mean,
hot, oh, hot. Have you guys ever seen? Wait, have you guys ever seen Quest for Fire?
I thought you were about to say Finding Nemo because you said hip hop. And I
I'm
was
so
like,
Me too.
But have you guys seen Quest for Fire?
no.
Okay, real quick. It is not an underrated film.
I'm
It's
helping
rated
you
exactly where it should be, at the bottom. It is a 3-hour film
I want
of
to.
caveman looking for the first flame.
I've heard of
and
that.
it's 3 hours.
Your breath.
Yeah, I just blew out a candle.
Blew out the candle.
It is a,
William.
it is a 3-hour
All
film.
right. Every time you guys do this, we gotta shh. Everybody, shh. We gotta.
Every time.
Shh.
You suck.
Shh.
Yeah.
That was a little too close
That
to
was
the
a
mic.
Yeah.
little close.
Oh,
That's it. It's
Oh no.
smoking.
Oh. It smells like. Wait, what? That's not gonna help.
The mic's on fire, folks.
Oh, you just blew in and look at it.
so Quest for
Okay,
Fire.
stop blowing that out so I can stop
Just
burning
move
the
it.
mic.
So Quest for Fire. It's
Oh
a,
shoot!
What did you do?
Wait, where is it?
It is a back to the movie. It is a 3-hour film of cavemen just going. and it's the most boring.
Bing, bang, bada, bada, bing, bang.
Hit the table again.
No!
I legitimately thought
It was
you were about to slam your fist on the table.
Big man.
This is gonna be fun to
This
edit.
is why we can't
Match.
have nice things,
We get
guys.
to edit
This thing isn't getting edited at all.
It's not getting edited. This is straight up.
All this stuff's gonna be
This
there.
is live. Anything you hear is what happens now, and what happens now is everything.
Oh no.
Is that
What?
from
I
something?
I wasn't told this
No.
information before this happened.
I just made that up.
Okay.
Like 95%.
So I'm gonna go back to Sherlock Holmes real quick.
Sherlock.
So first of all, there's only 2 of them. They're making a third, actually, finally. But it's been
there's
like
like 4.
forever years. No. So the first is good. I like it. It had an interesting enough story. I think the things I like best about these movies is just that's like they're action movies, which has made some people mad because it's a Sherlock Holmes film and it's not necessarily supposed to be an action film. You know what I'm saying? And so I really like how they were actually able to take like some creative liberties from Sherlock Holmes as far as action is concerned. And what are you doing?
I'm melting the wax.
Okay, stop it! Melt you. I love like squishing this stuff.
Oh! It's gonna be so
That
annoying to
looked
clean
really
up.
cool.
I'm gonna
Playing
clean it
with
up. So don't
wax,
worry
if you
about it.
guys
Welcome
were
back
wondering.
to
The
another-
wax has spilled all over. The
Welcome back to another wax.
Anyway, but I'm not talking about the first one.
No.
Son of a gun. This is Dory.
Am I ever gonna like get to talk about the movie?
Yeah, you get to talk about your Sherlock film.
Because that's what you do to fire to get it to start. We
All right,
just
so Elijah,
forgot.
please continue.
Did you just blow on the candle to get it to start?
We both just blew on the candle.
I did it gently. What?
Elijah,
No.
please. Well, that's gonna happen now.
Just let it do it. Just let it take its course. Okay, I'm gonna describe what I'm seeing. So he laid the match on top of the candle. So the match is now burning high flames
Well, no, it's not.
and almost burned Dory.
No, it did. She
All right,
just went crazy.
Hot loving.
Oh boy. This is a great show. This is gonna be excellent. I can't wait to post this. All right, Olivia, help me out here. We're gonna talk about Sherlock Holmes now. All
I
right.
kind of forget what happens. Like
All right, everybody. Shh.
Oh, I don't know if that's
All right, Dory, you watched some, right? Did you like what you saw, or was it confusing? All right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about the first one in particular. I actually want to talk about the second one in particular.
I've never seen it.
Because the first one I think is rated where it should be. It was good, but it wasn't excellent.
What was it
But
rated?
it was
R.
like
No, I mean like.
Bad.
Dude.
it was like a
Your breath is
7.2
too
or 3 or
powerful.
something like that. And I was like, I think that's okay.
William used to breathe. It was super effective.
Is the
Don't make it come down.
okay. But I think Dory's doing her silent laugh. She's laughing right now, but you can't hear her because she's just ecstatic, and she's crying, and it's
Dude.
we just lost it.
She's gone, folks. She's gone.
It doesn't matter. Don't dude me. She's got tears running down her eyes. She's laughing.
Dude.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So it's
So
okay.
what about Watson?
Okay, so the second Sherlock Holmes film I think is just highly underrated.
Sherlock
This
2,
movie
Quest for New York.
is amazing. No, it's called Game of Shadows.
Oh, really?
So the first thing I'm going to say is, so all of us know. Do we all know who played the first Dumbledore in the first 2 Harry Potter films?
No.
I don't know his
I've
name,
never
but
seen
I
a Harry
remember
Potter
him.
film.
You've never seen the
Okay. You shut up.
I've read the books.
Okay, I'm gonna have
There's
a conversation.
books?
I'm gonna have a conversation with these
Dude!
two
Just
girls.
offended everyone else on the internet.
I'm gonna have a conversation with these
squid?
2 girls. Anyway,
I'm a what? You call me a squid?
his.
Harry
So we
Potter
all. So
reference.
we know who James Moriarty is, right?
More of a squint than a squid.
The Moriarty, he's like Sherlock Holmes' arch nemesis. The guy who played him was that guy's son. The guy who played Dumbledore's son.
Wow.
So imagine that actor as playing like a bad guy, but
That's
with the
amazing,
same
Elijah.
acting style. It's really,
Yo, I'm trying
really
so
cool.
hard.
The villain, the relationship between Sherlock Holmes and the villain is so perfectly acted and so perfectly written. I love it. The relationship between Watson and
What?
Holmes is at the same time just
William.
brilliant. And
I'm gonna stay back here.
let's not even talk about the music.
I don't remember it. but
Written
it's
by
probably
Hans Zimmer.
awesome.
Where can I
And
find
it's-
this movie?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes,
I have
Hans
it
Zimmer.
on DVD.
Yo, we have to have a movie marathon.
There's not a whole lot to say about it. The action sequences are just incredibly filmed. The slow motion and stuff like that is just so cool to watch. Probably one of my favorite scenes. It's basically about Sherlock Holmes trying to stop a war because Moriarty is trying to start it because he'll make money because he owns all the weapons and stuff like that. That's basically what it's about, and then it's all mystery and stuff from there. And one of my favorite scenes from it is this scene where they basically they go to an opera, and everything that's happening in the opera, like the songs and everything, is like mirroring what's actually like happening as far as like them trying to solve the mystery. So like bad things happen to them in real life, and then in the show it's parallel. The demons come out and like attack the guy. It's really cool. And then the entire movie is also a chess metaphor. Do you remember that, Lulu?
A chess metaphor?
Yes.
Now, I'm a big chess guy,
Yes.
so please
Do you remember
explain.
that, Olivia? Like how the whole thing was actually like chess? You found out at the end of it? Like it's called Game of Shadows because like it ended up that the whole thing was like a chess game.
That's awesome.
So
You have
like
to think 3 moves ahead at the minimum. And you
yeah,
have to...
yeah.
I love that
And they were on,
reference.
so all every time Sherlock thought he was on top of the guy, he was 3 moves ahead of him. And
I want to watch this film
it
now.
was so cool and
is
so well done. And then at the end, they actually just sit there and play chess, and it's the coolest thing because it gets so intense. They stop looking at the chessboard and they just start saying and playing chess in their minds. Like they just start playing it in their heads. They just start. They're just like king to d6 or whatever the thing is, and they just start like getting up
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
how
in
you
each
do
other's
it.
faces, and they're just doing it in each other's heads. They're not even watching the chessboard.
That's amazing.
And the whole thing, like,
That's
and then
extremely hard to
like
do.
while they're down there, Sherlock and him are up there playing chess. While there's this whole like battle going down there right now, and so they can hear the screams of the people, and so Moriarty will be like, "Oh, well, it sounds like I just took out your most valuable piece." And Sherlock is like, "Well, it's okay. I've still got a few pieces left." You know, like while the battle downstairs is happening.
I wanna watch this film now.
It is the coolest idea. I remember, and the director talked about it so casually too. He was like, "I had this idea to have like the whole thing as a chess metaphor," and like
just casually.
it worked perfectly. And apparently nobody else thinks so. Apparently I'm the only one that thinks that. I watched that movie and I'm like, this is brilliant.
Well, I can't wait to see it.
Maybe
Yeah.
a lot of people don't understand it like me. Like if I watched it,
It's
I would
hard to
have no
understand. I
idea
had to
what
watch
was
it,
going on.
but it just
Because it's like you think it's an action movie because it's full of action.
Yes.
But there's also all this mind twisting stuff going on.
yes,
So
exactly.
you have to be someone who appreciates like both.
Yes. And so if you just like the action, you're not going to like it. Well, I don't know. Actually, the action's pretty well done. So you might like it anyway just because the action, but you have to be prepared to have your mind twisted, and also you have to appreciate the metaphors. The opera metaphor and then just like the whole chess metaphor is so cool. Because like basically what he does is like, so Sherlock Holmes goes and he's at the end of the clue. He's like, "Okay, I found the last clue." And like on the last clue, like he finds on one of these scenes, it's a chess piece. And he like and he's looking like through this letter or whatever,
Wait,
and
don't tell us how
he
it
moves the
ends.
chess piece. It's not how it ends, but basically like he gets to the end and it's a chess piece that's the last clue, and he realizes it's been played because it's like the king, like he's been checked,
Oh,
basically,
yeah?
and then he moves it, and like in the distance he sees Moriarty sitting exactly where like in his eye shot, like from where he moves the chess piece. Like he's sitting there, he looks at the chess piece, and then he moves it, and then he like looks through the crack, and like Moriarty's sitting right there.
I cannot wait to see this
It's
film.
It sounds pretty good.
it's pure genius, and
I
it's
love chess, so
highly
this is
underrated.
way up
And
my
I
alley.
would
Can you play chess?
go watch it. I
I
played
can.
chess before, yeah.
Would you like to play sometime?
I'm
Yeah,
amazing
let's all play
at
chess, everybody.
I challenge you.
Josiah's good at
I'm
chess,
terrible.
isn't
Yes.
he? Your
Josiah's
brother?
actually
He
really
plays.
good at chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josiah's a
He's
other cousin.
He taught me how to play.
He taught me how to play too. That's fun. Yeah. Okay, well, guys, I feel like this is a productive podcast.
This is going to be
I
interesting.
think this will be good.
I feel bad for whoever
I'm
watches
excited
it.
to edit this and put it into. All right, well, Olivia, thank you very much for coming onto the show. Dorie,
Thanks for having me.
we really appreciate you coming onto the show
My
as well.
laughter.
Appreciate the laughter, and
You can never get rid of me.
William, thanks for just being here. You know.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was fun
And,
having our 2 guests.
This was fun. So
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah. I'll get this out as soon as possible, and we've already actually we've recorded episode 3 already, and so we'll see when that gets out. You can expect a few more Let's Plays as well coming in the future. Grayson, our editor, has been hard at work, so yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of fun stuff we're doing. This was just something we decided to bring in a couple people
Spur of the
who've been
moment.
bring in Dorie and Olivia because they've been helping us with a few things. So we wanted to have them on the show just as kind of our first guests. So
It was fun.
all right.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks everybody.
We'll
Thanks
see
for
y'all
coming out
later.
here today.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you and goodbye.